beautiful long hair to the middle of her back, but today it looks like a rat's nest. Once I lost track of the twins, age 2, right before an important ball game for another one of my children. I found them hiding in their closet with Desitin white diaper ointment, happily covering each other's hair and bodies with that sticky white goo. We had no time to clean properly, so off we went to the ball game and the curious glances of all those parents who had clean kids. Living with 5 children has indeed been a challenge. It has also been tremendously enlightening. As I have contemplated my own situation and talked with other mothers who have also been dealing with small children, it has become evident that there are specific problems we all have in common. Often a frustration is not recognized until someone else verbalizes it, and we find ourselves saying, "Why, that's just how I feel." There is great comfort and encouragement in realizing that you are not the only one who feels like this. All too often, though, we're so swamped with the day-to-day necessities of mothering that we never actually have a chance to talk with others about our challenges and frustrations. We may even feel embarrassed because our problems seem so mundane in a world full of major crises. But the fact is, a general feeling of depression is much better handled when we can put a name to our problems and examine their causes. Then we can look for creative solutions. As I've lived at the center of a chaotic household overrun by small children, I've been greatly relieved to discover that several of the challenges I have had to face are actually common to most young mothers. I have identified 8 of the problems we share. First, there's low self-image. Late one summer afternoon, my husband Johnny arrived home from work to find me in a state of excitement. As I stood dripping with sweat, a big grin spread over my face when I exclaimed, "Hi, honey, I mowed the lawn for you." "What got into you?" he asked. I replied, "I'm not sure, but I know I feel good because I have finally done something that lasts more than 2 days." It is often difficult for moms with young children to accomplish anything that seems to last longer than a few hours. In a house with 5 small children, I found that clean kids were dirty quickly. A neat house lasted only through nap time, and dinner was a far cry from a gourmet meal. In a world where material success and progress have become indicators of self-worth, it is very difficult for mothers to have anything of value to point to at the end of each day. Somehow bathing and dressing children doesn't qualify as important in the way we see things. We have not achieved any measurable success. The children still fuss at nap time. They still spill everything. They continue to fight and even to bite. If we have left a career to stay home with children, this may be even harder because we are accustomed to affirmation and recognition by the world. It is highly unlikely that your 5-year-old will walk up to you and say, "Boy, Mom, you're doing a great job of raising me." Yes, low self-image is one of the most common problems of young mothers. Another problem is the feeling of being stuck in a rut. It's easy for mothers of young children to find themselves suffering from monotony. There appears to be no end in sight to our daily tasks. We get through one day, go to bed, and awaken the next morning to find the very same chores facing us again. A sense of isolation surrounds us, since much of our day is spent by ourselves, entertaining and caring for small children. The absence of other adult conversation can cause us to feel like our brains have turned to mush. In addition, we may be ashamed of our feelings of frustration. Perhaps we hesitate to share our emotions with a friend because we are embarrassed. And that loneliness then compounds the feeling of being stuck in a rut. We fear that we won't be understood and accepted. Here's a third common problem: too many demands. It's easy for us as busy mothers to find ourselves pulled in too many directions. Our husband needs us. Our children need us. Our community needs us. The needs are valid and we would like to help, but there doesn't seem to be a way to fit it all in. In addition to all that outside pressure, we feel we will suffocate if we do not have time for ourselves. If we do not work outside the home, the assumption is that we are readily available and have plenty of time to donate.